In a world permeated with barbecue websites under the control of tyrannical administrators, there was one man, a one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, LA Talk Radio and the Barbecue Central Radio Networks proudly present... Sorry.
Big stuff out of here.
Let me try that again. Proudly present the Barbecue Central Show. Welcome aboard, everybody. Happy to have you with me here on another Tuesday, and more importantly, great to be back in the broadcast seat. First and foremost, want to thank my good friend and fellow LA Talk Radio broadcast host, Johnny Dam, host of the award-winning Damage Report, which I do have to cut a sounder for him, by the way. Nevertheless, he sat in for me last week. If you missed the show, I was out of town, and he graciously filled in from the home studios in L.A. So I guess that technically is the first broadcast of the Barbecue Central Show taking place in the actual L.A. Talk Radio studios there in Studio City, California. So major thanks to Johnny for doing that for me last week. If you liked him, great, because there's a better-than-average possibility that he will be back in filling in for me. Also, he had a co-host with him who is a barbecue and grilling enthusiast as well, so there's a chance that he could fill in for future shows if I am out of pocket as well. So, hopefully you enjoyed Johnny. Hopefully you enjoyed John Dawson from Patio Daddio Barbecue last week, and Derek Riches from About.com, two of my regularly recurring monthly type guests. And that's that. So let me tell you what's going on the show tonight. But first, let me give you your contact information. Call into the show at 216-220-0966. Or you can email the show as well, bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. Next segment, I'll be joined by Rob Bagby. Rob is the current Florida Barbecue Association president. He's also the pitmaster of Swamp Boys barbecue team. So we'll be talking to him about FBA stuff. And as time permits, we'll be talking to him about competition barbecue. Rob also competes in the Kansas City Barbecue Society sanctioned events as well when it avails itself to decent amount of travel time. And then third segment, we'll be talking with Bruce McCall Sr. and Jr. They are huxhut.com. That is a barbecue website and blog. They have a lot of videos on there reviewing certain projects and products and going to open houses and pretty much all things related to the barbecue and grilling world. So that's third segment, Huck's Hut. Fourth segment, typically don't have an interview scheduled for the fourth segment, but putting one in. And again, we're kind of breaking outside the barbecue box just a shade. We do have barbecue woven within the fourth segment interview, but it's going to be with Rich Romito. Both of his children have been diagnosed with DMD, and I am not going to pronounce the first portion of this disease properly, but it's Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Both of his kids have it, and so we're going to learn a little bit about that. And then, of course, woven on the backside, a fundraiser, barbecue fundraiser that is being put on this coming weekend. So we'll learn all about that as well. In case you're out in his neck of the woods, you can go ahead and support a great cause. I can direct you to the website as well, rundrun.com. That's rundrun.com if you want to learn more about the disease and what he's up to. So that's fourth segment. Don't forget also your chance to win free rub and sauce donated by Smoky Mountain Barbecue.com. Jam-packed show. Let me give you a quick rundown of what's happening in the Kansas City Barbecue Society before I get to any more reviews. Top 10 teams overall, Kansas City Barbecue Society. Number one, still, for many weeks in a row now, QWOW. They're actually pretty much running the table in category calls as well. First in chicken, ribs, brisket, and pork. That gives them the first overall, pretty much because they're kicking everybody's ass at the moment. So that's QWOW. Number two, Lotta Bull Barbecue, Mike Davis and his wife. Roughly 400 plus points out of first place overall. Then we have Wild Bunch Butt Runners in third. Rod Gray at Pellet NV now fourth. Kelly Wirtz of Four Legs Up Barbecue fifth. Munchin Hogs at the Hilton sixth. Delta Smoke seventh. Eighth is Blazin' Barbecue. Ninth, Four Men and a Pig. And 10th, rounding out the 10, Jiggy Piggy. So who have we interviewed there? Mike Davis a number of times. Rod Gray a number of times. Kelly Wirtz, who won the Jack Daniels last year. Munchin Hogs at the Hilton as well. So Barbecue Central Show is always interviewing the top names in the barbecue and grilling community, and certainly the top 10 teams currently in the barbecue world of Kansas City Barbecue Society. No stranger to the show. And that's great stuff. So that's what's happening. Once again, all that information provided to me by Paul Ostrom at thepickledpig.com. So go ahead and visit his website. It's very cool. I do have a couple minutes left. I've talked too much to actually get into the review that I wanted to do, and that is, so I will just give a blatant plug, and then next week I'll work in an actual review, because I'll have a few more cooks under my belt, but I got my hands on a test unit of the Bubba Keg. Now, if you're a fan of the show, if you've listened to the show religiously, or you catch it on podcast, you'll know that I had a conversation, my very first conversation with Derek Riches from About.com, and he had mentioned the Bubba Keg when he was at the Hearth Patio and Barbecue show last month. And I went on the internet, did some research, and had invited those people. The actual company is InZone that makes Bubba Keg, BubbaKeg.com, and asked them if they wanted to come on the show at some point. Lo and behold, a cooker shows up on my doorstep. So certainly not averse to taking 3 cookers to try out. Put it together, and now have 3 cooks underneath my belt. Let me tell you, I was skeptical. I thought it was a cheap way of trying to compete with the ceramic cookers. I mean, if you look at it, it looks like a Big Green Egg, like a Primo. It's got that kind of a Kamado shape to it. You cook with the lid down. I mean, everything about it screams ceramic cooker, except for the fact that, A, it's not ceramic. B, it is ridiculously less expensive than the majority of the ceramic cookers out there. And 3, it comes with a large amount of accessories in that initial purchase price, which the ceramic cookers, or at least the Big Green Egg, I know for sure, does not come with. Bubba Keg is not a sponsor of the show per se, but they have let me take on a grill or a cooker and test it out, which I will be putting it through its paces here over the next couple. So, next week I can do an actual full review, give you my full unbiased opinion. And of course I'm going to be a little bit biased. I mean, they gave me a free grill, for Christ's sake. But not withholding that. It's all good, and we're off and running here on the Barbecue Central show. Also, next week for the giveaway, Gas Watch. This was an item that I talked to my dad about in one of the very first shows here on the Barbecue Central show. This is something that you put on your propane tank, and it reads what your gas level is. We'll be giving one of those away. The company contacted me, was interested in doing a little promotion for their stuff. Those can be found at pretty much any hardware or big box store. It's called the Gas Watch. So we'll be giving that away next week. We're locked and loaded. You're listening to the Barbecue Central show. Stick around. When we come back, it's Rob Bagby. Stay tuned.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU. It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
All right, welcome back. Barbecue Central Show. I'm your host, Greg Rempe. This portion of the Barbecue Central Show brought to you by D-Dog's Barbecue Rub. Do you make bad barbecue? Come on, admit it. Your barbecue doesn't taste as good as you want it to. Making great barbecue is easy with D-Dog's Barbecue Rub and Sauces. With all natural ingredients, D-Dog's Barbecue products will make your barbecue taste great and have all of your friends and family begging for more. Order some today at ddogsbbq.com. Also coming very soon, no, really, we mean it this time, the D-Dog's Peach Rub. Check it out, ddogsbbq.com. Check there for updates. All right, as promised, joining me now to talk a little bit about the Florida Barbecue Association, a little bit about competition barbecue, is Rob Bagby. Rob is currently the acting Florida Barbecue Association president. Rob is also the pitmaster of Swamp Boy's competition cooking team. Swamp Boy is currently ranked second overall in the Florida Barbecue Association. Also, he is ranked 52nd overall in the Kansas City Barbecue Society. So certainly no stranger to getting his round of calls.
Please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone.
Rob. This is Greg Rempe. We're live on the air. We're live on the air. I know. You say it, Carl. We had an interview tonight. 9/12. 9/12. So I'll carry this segment for the both of us. You can call in prior to 9:22 p.m. at 216-220-0966, and hopefully we'll hear from you. Thanks. Well, that's weird. Got to leave a message for your guest. Did I write the wrong number down? Wait a second here. Where are my... I delete all these messages I get during the day. My inbox is just crazy. 863. No, I wrote it down right. Okay. Good for me. But Rob is...
Boom. Hey. Out of here.
Boom, out of here. All right, so Rob Bagby may or may not be in here this segment. So stick around for that. We'll see what follows out. So this gives me ample time to talk about the Bubba Keg. So as I was leading out of the last segment, again, I would like to mention the fact that next week we'll be giving away a free Gas Watch propane gas level indicator for your tank. Now, this can go on any propane tank. It doesn't have to be, specifically for your grill per se. And what you do is it's got two, I'm not very technically inclined with the terminology here, but it's got two ends. And then you're going to screw one end into the regulator, and then you're going to screw one end into the tank. And then that kind of bridges them together, and you turn your gas on. And then obviously there's some sort of pressure coming in. And pressure is good. And thought we just had somebody calling in there. Let me see who that is. No, got nothing. Anyway, so what happens when you turn the gas on, you get the pressure blowback from the tank, and then obviously that's going to head and give you what your level is. I just installed one for me. I also have one for the Centralites. So you want to be listening next week. You're going to have to call in for that one. This week for the giveaway, I'm going to have to figure out exactly how I want to do it because I'm going to kind of be jammed up with interviews. Not this segment, though. I can tell you that much. Uh-oh. So, the Bubba Keg. Unlike the number of ceramic cookers that are out there, and, of course, the Big Green Egg was a sponsor of the show pretty much for the first year of its existence, and I'm certainly not going to talk bad about cookers. But cookers are different, and you have a variety of ceramic cookers. You have the Big Green Egg, you have Primo, you have Grill Dome, you have Kamado. Those are the first 4 major name brands that jump off to me right in my head. If I'm missing one, whatever. Then you have this Bubba Keg. And the Bubba Keg, again, looks like the ceramic cookers. It's got that same air intake slide on the bottom. It's got the same kind of daisy wheel top vent. You have the big kind of bulbous body and then the lid. So here's what I like about this cooker a lot. First of all, in these down economic times, of course, the Bubba Keg is quite a deal when it comes to the size or the cooking space that you get when compared to some of the other ceramic cookers. I believe the retail price of this was right around $800. Now, I have read on the internet on more than a couple pages, especially on barbecueaddicts.com, who also got one to test out, that if you buy it at... I know it's available at Home Depot or Lowe's, but then there are some of those other wholesale clubs, and they have those available as well. So let me, I'm just getting an email in from Rob. This is going to be, unfortunately, one of those abbreviated type segments. And let me punch in his number here. Stand by. We'll get the president on board. We're calling the president. Hello, is this the president? Stand by. We're getting Rob Bagby on the phone. So I guess I'll be getting back into the Bubba Keg review next week. And, by then I should have a few more cooks underneath my belt, and we can certainly push forward from there and kind of give you that whole good roundabout feeling of the Bubba Keg. Again, one of the biggest differences between the Bubba Keg and some of the other ceramic cookers is the fact that it is not ceramic. No. While it looks ceramic, it is indeed not. It is dual wall steel. And in between the inner and outer wall is high temperature. I believe, what do they call that? 1100 degree insulation, like that you would use in your oven. So A, keeps the temperature in. B, maximizes fuel ridiculously. And it really works substantially well. Now, again, I've only had, let's say, 3 cooks on it so far. But typically, I think once you get into how the cooker is going to act, per se, you have a better ability to gauge, in pretty much in the quick, short term, how it's going to work out, over the long term. I mean, it's solid, it's heavy, it needs 2 people. It came in a great package box, and then 2 people had to lift it out. I was one of those people. And then you lift it out. It took maybe 15 minutes to assemble. I had to put some side lifts on it. It has detachable trays that go on either side, which is nice. It has the rolling stand, which is very nice. And it comes with the multi-tool. It's got probably what is tantamount to an 18 or an 18.5 inch raw cast iron main cooking grate. And it's got a unique, I guess what really is making me love this cooker is the fact that with the initial purchase price, you're getting a lot of accessories. And barbecue people, I mean, we love accessories. We want the pit, right? But then we also want the thermometer and the tool and cooking extra cooking grates and shells and all this great stuff. And the Bubba Keg really delivers in that respect, my friends. You get the cooker, you get the Nest, I believe is what the Big Green Egg calls it, but it's got, these oversized wheels, so it's mobile. It locks down. You put it in like a tube, like a receiver hitch, like you have on your truck, and you lock it down, so it's mobile. You have the two side trays. You have the multi-tool, which helps clean out the ashes in the bottom, but it also helps take your cooking grate out as well. And it helps you adjust the top damper. So you get all that. Plus, the coolest thing that I thought about that came with it is if you have a tow hitch package on your car or your van or your truck, it comes. You take the stopper out on your vehicle and you slide in this bar, and then you take the Bubba Keg and you slide it right in. You lock it down with a couple twist dog willy tie downs, and it is locked to the back of your truck, your car, or your van. It's ready to go. It's mobile. You can take it off road, take it camping, take the cart with you, and you're ready to go. So you have the dual wall steel construction. You have the high temperature insulation in between, giving you great temperature control and maximizing fuel consumption, or perhaps that's minimizing fuel consumption because it's holding the heat so well. It runs on all natural hardwood lump charcoal. Now, I did season it with Kingsford briquettes, and I probably took out 2.5 to 3 cups of ash when I was done with it. And then I did 2 cooks on the correct amount of lump charcoal. There was no ash to be taken out of the bottom of that thing after it had cooled down. I mean, it is almost a completely consumable fuel, which is absolutely spectacular. And these were high-temperature cooks. This weekend I'm shooting for a low and slow true barbecue-type cook because I have a feeling that it might be a little more tricky to keep the lower temperatures. But this thing rockets up 2 little starter cubes in the lumps, 15 minutes at a maximum. You are ready for grilling temperatures in excess of 550 degrees. And believe me, if you open up the top and bottom, you are at 800 degrees quickly and for a long period of time. You're not going to have to refuel more than enough time and fuel for extremely seared steaks, high temperature cooks, the likes that you can't even get with a regular kettle cooker. This thing is built to perform. And it is currently, from what I hear, not been reduced from $800 to like $599. Certainly still a lot of money. But for the versatility this cooker offers, and I'm not just saying this because I got a free one last week, it is well worth the money if you're looking into getting a new cooker. It's just my personal opinion. That's the Bubba Keg. And we're going to have the product manager of the Bubba Keg on the 12th of next month to talk a little bit more in depth about it. He'll be able to talk a little bit more specifically about it, but I've had a number of cooks under my belt that way, so I can question him on things that I don't like. A, I don't like the raw cast iron, and 2, it didn't come with a cover. It came with all that other stuff, but it didn't come with a cover. What's up with that? All right, I'm going to get out. When we come back, we will have Bruce McCall. Is that right? Bruce McCall Jr. and Sr. HucksHut.com. Never found Rob Bagby, president of the Florida Barbecue Association and pitmaster of Swamp Boys. We will hook that up again next time around. Stand by. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com. Barbecue has never been easier with the Barbecue Guru. The Barbecue Guru is a temperature control and monitor for all pits, charcoal, wood, electric, your pit. It easily attaches to any smoker or pit and gives you simple, trouble-free control of your temperatures so you can make championship quality barbecue every time and all the time. and it's location-free. Take it anywhere. This amazing breakthrough in barbecue technology is a microprocessor-controlled draft system that uses temperature monitors and a small fan to keep your temperatures constant. The stainless steel Guru Pit Minder gives you a choice of controls from 90 to 370 degrees. So cold smoking, pepper drying, making cheese or jerky, or fabulous briskets and ribs is nothing short of effortless. The Procom 4 lets you monitor your pit from up to 600 feet away, and there's more. Check out the full line of products and accessories for the future of barbecue with new items on the way. Visit thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
All right, welcome back to the Barbecue Central Show. I am your host, Greg Rempe. This portion of the show brought to you by the Barbecue Guru, makers of the CyberQ, the DigiQ2, the Procom 4 wireless, all automatic pit temperature control devices, not to mention a host of other barbecue and grilling products to make your life easier, to include the Caldera smokers, the Holy Smoke meat mats, the Lighting Club. I mean, you just got to check their website out, and you can do that at thebbqguru.com or give them a call at 800-288-GURU. All right, so I know we had a little trouble there last segment. This segment, this go-around, certainly no trouble at all. I have faith as we race to the phone lines. We have Bruce McCall, both senior and junior. They are from huckshut.com. Gentlemen, welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. Thanks for coming on tonight. How are you?
All right. Thanks for having us on, Greg, and the Central Lights. Glad to be here. Huck Senior and Huck Junior on site.
Finally, somebody, some guest referring to us as Centralites. I love it. All right, guys. So, wanted to have you on tonight. You have a great website, which of course we'll get to here in a minute. But wanted to see actually how you guys kind of got started out in barbecue. Maybe kind of the first grills and cookers that you actually started out on.
Okay. Basically, my family is like into a catering business, and we always catered, food, basically mostly Southern style cooking. And then people start asking, hey, can you do some ribs, or can you, do some pork or something like that? So we got into that. And, the first real cooker that I had was, a Weber Smoky Mountain barbecue, got into that Weber. But the first cooker I had was something from my dad. It was like basically a couple cinder blocks and some expanded metal, you know what I mean?
Right.
And once I burned up enough food from that, I knew I had to try something different. So that's how I moved over to the Weber Smoky Mountain, and, we started really making some real barbecue after that.
Now, are you guys actually taking part in any competitions during the course of the year? If you do, which sanctioning bodies do you compete in or prefer, and why?
Okay, yes, we are, and the Kansas City, most of the competitions that, they're going by those rules, around here. We were waiting, still hear from Green Lane in Pennsylvania, and we're looking into New Holland, and we do a charity thing, which that's always important, and we do that with Gary Maddox, from the Philadelphia Phillies, because that's in the area we're in.
Right.
And they do a charity every year, and we do that contest, and it's a good place to try out new things, and plus we have a great time down there also.
Bruce McCall, Senior and Junior from huckshut.com, joining me here on the Barbecue Central Show. So you've mentioned the Weber Smoky Mountains. You kind of transitioned out of the cinder blocks and expanded metal type grill into the WSM. What kind of cookers are you still using, the WSMs, or have you kind of flavored into a different brand of cooker?
Okay, right now we're using the big drum smokers. Right, it's kind of the same type of concept, but you don't need the you don't need that water pan, and it's a little bit more fuel efficient. And, it gives you that old type barbecue flavor because the juices are dripping right down on that those charcoals. And man, when I'm doing that barbecue and I see all the stray cats in my area, they start to come around looking at my pit, I know I got it right.
Are you a subscriber to the natural lump charcoal, or do you use briquettes, or does it not really matter to you?
Well, I've tried the new Kingsford, and that's pretty good. But mostly I'm using lump, and I see you mentioned the Barbecue Guru guys. They're good friends of ours, and we pick up some Humphreys from their station. But I mean, we mostly use lump. But like I said, the briquettes from the Kingsford it works real fine. We haven't had any problems with that.
Bruce McCall, Sr. and Jr., joining us from HuxHut.com. So obviously you get into the barbecue aspect of things in order to kind of stay ahead. If you're looking to actually get out and make a presence for yourself in regards to the internet, got to get a website up. So HuxHut.com kind of evolves. When did it launch, and what was kind of the general concept idea behind it when you wanted to start out?
Okay, now it actually launched in September 2008, and the concept was basically, I'm more the cooker. My son's the tech guy, and he wanted to learn how to barbecue, and I was willing to teach, you know what I mean? That's what I'm supposed to do as a father, right?
That's damn right.
He's the tech guy, right? So he says, hey, let's put a website up. Look, anything you teach me, we can teach everybody. And we just took it from there, and now, we're doing video. We go to different events, and, hey, we're just trying to promote barbecue because it's something we love, and we love food.
Now, I know how much time it takes, kind of keeping up the Barbecue Central forum. I'm definitely no techie to be straight, but then I, of course, have the weekly radio show. So when it comes to your website, I mean, how much work is actually put in during the course of the week? I mean, obviously, to have successful websites, you got to have constant content that's updating, that's relevant, and that is attracting an audience. So, I mean, how much time is actually put into, on the tech side of things to keep HuxHut up and running?
Well, I tell you this, I don't basically do nothing, and Junior can answer that question.
Okay, Greg. Basically, I would say on a week when we normally try to get out one video per week. On a week when we're doing 2 videos or something like that, the software that we use, it takes a while because we're compressing high definition video in order to get it on your YouTube or Vimeo or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I would say on average, if it's a single video in the week, it takes us about 6 hours with rendering video and promoting it in other ways, and also adding posts with just simple snapshot pictures.
And, you guys have gone out to open houses around the Pennsylvania surrounding areas. You have taken some video inside other accessory makers and vendors of barbecue industry. So, what kind of a process does that take to take the video, and then what are you doing with it when you get home and actually, put it out on the web?
When I get home, we just connect my high definition camcorder to the computer. I only use Macs for this. I'm a Mac guy now. I'm a convert, and I use a tool called Final Cut Pro. And basically, we do the intros with part of the Final Cut Studio package, and we just basically roll it all in from start to finish on a single video. I would say it might take me maybe 3 hours.
Right, so
it depends on how intricate the intro is. The intro that we did for the BDS review that took much longer, but
certainly a lot of post-production work nobody ever knows about, and it's like the biggest pain in the ass when it comes to any editing or finalizing product.
Oh, definitely.
So where do you see the site? Where do you look to grow the site from here on out?
Well, we want to dive more into doing some live footage. We just added that component to the right side of the website. If you go there via Ustream, I know you were on Ustream for a while with the video there.
Right.
But we want to include live footage and basically get add different features to the website, such as we see a lot of people are on Twitter. Want to add Twitter features where if you go to a particular post, you can hit retweet and then it posts that to all of your followers. Mm-hmm. Just stuff like that, different things to promote barbecue.
Now, does Bruce Sr. have any idea what tweet is or what Twitter is?
No.
I can't even spell that.
We're talking with Bruce McCall, Senior and Junior from Huckshut.com. Guys, go ahead, give us the website and any other either promotions or any other upcoming items that you have coming up on the website we can be on the lookout for.
All right, take care of that, Junior. You take care of that.
I will.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question, Greg?
Yeah, website address and any other items you want to promote coming up to the website.
Website address is www.huckshut.com. And that's all I have.
All right, so we'll send people over to huckshut.com. That's HUCKSHUT.com, just in case for the illiterates that don't know how to spell out there. Because we do know there is a certain portion of the Centralites that can't spell. So we'll have links up in the post-show notes.
Look us up.
That's right. Guys, certainly appreciate you coming on tonight, and we'll have you on again soon.
Sure, thank you.
Take care. It's Bruce McCall, Senior and Junior from Huckshut. In case you didn't realize. Great group of guys right there. Dad knows his barbecue. Son knows his tech stuff. See that little dad's teaching the son. Son definitely hoarding all the tech knowledge. Gotta love it. Huckshut.com. Take a look at them. When we come back, Rich Romito. Stand by. We'll be right back. Oops.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU. It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Co-Shell. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com.
To get on the Barbecue Central Show, call 216-220-0966.
Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
All right, welcome back. Barbecue Central Show. I am your host, Greg Rempe. Thanks to Bill McCall, Senior and Junior from Huckshut.com last segment. This portion of the show brought to you by Yoder Smoky Mountain Barbecue. They are the leading online distributor of Meadow Creek barbecue equipment. These barbecue smokers, pig roasters, chicken cookers, and grills are handcrafted in the Amish country of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and their goal is to give you outstanding value for the price, help you enjoy easy and profitable barbecues for years to come. They also carry a complete line of rubs and sauces, which we do give away here on the Barbecue Central Show. Check them out, SeriousBBQs.net. SeriousBBQs.net. Okay. Typically don't do the 4-segment interview, but wanted to fit it in. We have a great cause coming on this weekend, and here to talk about it, pretty much the guy that has founded the Romito Foundation. It's Rich Romito joining us here on the Barbecue Central Show. Rich, thanks for coming on tonight. How are you?
Fine, Greg. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, not a problem. Rich, wanted to have you on tonight. Was contacted vis-a-vis a mutual friend who was letting me know about a barbecue fundraiser, and kind of talking with him, he had led me to you and to talk about kind of what's happening here. So the front side of this interview, I wanted to talk about exactly what the Romito Foundation is all about, and really what you're looking to raise awareness for. So just go ahead and kind of lead us through that.
The Romito Foundation was founded it's for Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, and I have 2 sons with this disease, and our mission is to improve the treatment and quality of life for all persons living with DMD. And through that, we raise money for medical research and to support other non-profit organizations with the same cause. And DMD, it's a disease that affects the genetical muscle disorder of about 15,000 kids in the United States. And what it is, DMD cannot produce a dystrophin, which is a protein necessary for muscle strength and function. And as a result, every muscle in the body deteriorates. And right now, this disease has a 100% death rate and has no point, and there's no cure at this time. But there is some good research going on overseas and here, and we're just trying to raise money and awareness to save these children.
All right, now, as I was kind of reading through the DMD, or your website, which gives quite a bit of information about DMD, I'm looking through. I mean, is this just specific to males, boys?
It's prominent in males, but there is some females that have it, but it's mostly seen in boys.
All right, now, obviously, this is taking place at a very young age. I mean, we could go off on a whole side tangent about how horrible this is and how young the kids are, and as a father of 2 who have that. But let's kind of, stay away from that, at least for the moment. I mean, are there any warning signs? Are there tests done as they're growing up that all of a sudden, there's telltale signs that DMD is now prevalent, or is it promoting itself? How were you introduced to DMD?
Well, it started out with usually kids between ages before 6. You start seeing some early signs of muscle weakness. For my boys, it was walking up the stairs. You see muscle weakness in their legs, and then it goes into their pelvis areas, and then you start seeing the loss of muscle development, and which makes them very weak. Like my sons are unable to go upstairs, and that's what we first noticed it. And then we get them tested, and then they do a genetic test, and then you find out that your kid's got DMD. And the doctors just tell you, hey, there's nothing we can do at this time. There's no cure or treatment. Go home and love them the best way you can and provide them the best quality of life you can. And my wife and I and family and friends said, we're not going to have that. We're going to found this foundation, and we're going to raise money and awareness so that we can cure this disease, do our best.
Now, I mean, this has to be, quite a bit of devastating news, and certainly it sounds like you have the proper and correct outlook as far as, how you want to handle that. But I have 3 daughters of my own, 7, 6, and 3. So, being a parent, I can't imagine getting any type of news that is basically tantamount, to a non-cure or death sentence to your kids. How do you and your wife deal with that when the doctor tells you that?
Well, at first it was very hard. There was a lot of emotions going on and a lot of questions of why and why us, like anybody else would have. Mm-hmm. And then you got 2 ways of looking at it. You can just sit back and let it destroy your lives and your kids' lives, or you pull together as a family and get stronger, and you find some good close friends, and you found a form of foundation, and that's what we work towards. The foundation is what keeps us going, and we've got awesome friends and family that's put this foundation together, and we grow each day and every year to raise money and awareness. And I think we keep this going, we're going to be strong. We've been backed with the Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy Association, who's leading the forefront in this disease as far as for cures and treatment. And we just partnered up with them, and we're going all the way until our kids are saved, and we're not going to quit until that time.
Rich Romito joining us from the Romito Foundation, kind of bringing awareness to DMD. Rich, obviously, raising funds is important to get any type of cure, and as I had mentioned, this weekend there's a big fundraiser that's going to be going on. Where is it? Where can people go? And your website, run, like run the letter D, run.com, like Run Forest Run, but run.com, where you can get information about Romito Foundation. Are there any other websites specific to DMD that people can go and find out info on?
Yes, another one is Parent Project Muscular Dystrophy. That's the number one website to go to. It's run by the president and CEO Pat Furlong, who is this tremendous, wonderful woman who has started this program back in '94, and she's just an awesome lady. And they get a lot of information from there. They're leading the fight to end Duchenne's, and they're a very big and powerful company, foundation that's really taken off. And we're just trying to jump on their back and get it out in other areas and regions of the world so that we can raise money and end this Duchenne's.
All right. So where's the barbecue fundraiser taking place, and where can people go to take part in this?
Okay, it's going to be at Dave Co. Liquors, which is the world's largest liquor store, and it's off 164th and I-7, Highway 7 in Colorado, and it's going to be May 1st and 2nd. May 1st, we're going to be having we have 26 barbecue teams going to be there, competition barbecue teams from the Rocky Mountain Barbecue Association, and other teams abroad will be coming in on their own dime and their own time to support us in this great cause.
This is in Colorado. What city?
Thornton, Colorado.
And is there a website that is specifically related to this barbecue event that people can go to?
Yes, sir. It's www.qn for the cure, and that's Q''N for the cure.
Is that a .com or a .org?
.com, sir.
All right, QNforthecure.com. Now, just to be clear, this isn't barbecue competition teams coming in to actually cook competition. These are teams coming in, meat is provided for them, they're going to cook it up the only way they know how, which is rock solid, top, wall-to-wall, great barbecue, and then it's going to be for sale to the public to consume?
That's correct. And we're going to have refreshments, we're going to have live entertainment from local entertainment people, and this is going to be a wonderful and great time.
Do you guys have a target amount as far as amount of funds that you would like to raise this weekend?
Our goal is to raise $250,000. This is our first year putting this together, and we're just hoping to grow from here. This will be our first event, and we're hoping to have many, many more to come. All
right, this is Rich Romito from the Romito Foundation. The website specific to the barbecue event taking place this weekend, which will be in Colorado at the Dave Co. Liquors, QN4thecure.com, looking to raise $250,000. Rich, we'll send people over to the website, rundrun.com, also over to the barbecue benefit that's taking place this weekend. Hopefully we can help you get to that $250,000. Centralites, if you're looking for a reason to get down and support something, certainly no better reason than this. And, Rich, we'd like to check in with you time to time, see how the kids are doing, and get updates about DMD as you see fit.
Sounds great, Greg. And also we have another way you guys can help us out if they can't be there, and that is they can text the letters DMD to 90999 for a $5 donation. And again, they can text the letters DMD to 90999 for a $5 donation if they're not able to come out and attend. So they can help us that way.
All right, we'll get that up in the post-show notes. Again, Rich, appreciate you coming on tonight, sharing your story, and we'll get behind you 100%.
Great. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
All right, Rich, take care. It's Rich Romito from the Romito Foundation. Oh, man, I can't believe we're ending the show on that. But look, it's a great event. And again, I like to spend a little time not just promoting everything typical or stereotypical in relations to what the barbecue world is. We like to talk about competition all the time. We like to talk about who's better than who and what products are best and how I got free shit over the weekend. Oops, did I say that? But Rich Romito certainly doing a great service, certainly dealt a tough hand. But look, he's looking at it the right way, and he's looking to get a cure for his kids. And really, that's the best way you want to do it. So, again, the website is that you want to go to rundrun.com, also QNforthecure.com, looking to raise $250,000 this weekend out there in Colorado for Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and I know I said that wrong. So let's end the show like we did 2 weeks ago and welcome in Laura Nickerson from Broad Topics. Laura, welcome back to the show. How are you? Laura, how are you? Yellow. Laura. Uh-oh.
Get that free stuff out of here.
You're kidding me. Let's try that again. I'm not the one to get hung up on like that. She's probably scrambling to get her show ready. She's on after me. Let's go. Let's try this again. It's Laura Nickerson from Broad Topics. Laura, welcome back. How are you? Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How's Barbecue World?
Barbecue World is good. Tell your listeners that this week in Colorado at the biggest liquor store in the world, there is a benefit for, I believe it's called Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And there's a guy, he's got a pair of sons that are stricken with this disease, fatal disease, no cure. And they're looking to raise $250,000. So we're looking to promote that to get $250,000 for these guys.
I'll just write a check.
QN for the cure. Yeah, write the check. That'll be great. So what's happening on Broad Topics tonight?
Well, we have a big night tonight. We're going to talk about kids in the military. And we have an interview with Mark Allen Roog of the Party Animals, which is a children's show that's been touring with the USO and entertaining kids at these bases. And they just came back from Guantanamo Bay.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite an interesting story to hear. You know, these kids have it kind of rough, and it's a political climate that's so weird. So I think it's going to be a really, really interesting show.
And these are kids that are just kind of, dragged around because the parents are moving all over the place and they're living in different countries. So that's got to definitely be a unique show and a unique perspective on life at their age.
Oh, I can only imagine what they must go through, but they probably get some benefits out of it, too. They probably learn a lot more and adapt a lot more quickly than other kids as well. So.
Absolutely. Will there be any mention of boobs?
There possibly could be, because we still have Jillian as a host on our show.
Yes, always a reason to stay tuned for Broad Topics. So stay tuned for the military kid talk and a potential drop of the term boobs by Jillian. So we'll stay tuned and we'll look forward to the show. Broad Topics tonight.
We'll do our best. Boobs.
All right. Thanks, Laura. Bye. It's Laura Nickerson using the chair a lot tonight, and I believe that's going to do it for me. Running late. That's all right. Girls know that we're coming up against it. So here's what you want to do. I can't take any more phone calls because I got to get out. So email me at bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. Email me who my first guest should have been tonight. Who was my first guest supposed to be? And you will win the rub and the sauce graciously donated by Smoky Mountain Barbecue. Check them out at SeriousBBQs.net. SeriousBBQs.net. All right, thanks to my guests tonight. Bruce McCall, Senior and Junior from HucksHut.com. That's HUCKS, HucksHut.com. Thanks to Rich Romito. That's rundrun.com. Also, Qn, Q''N, QNforthecure.com. Learn a little bit more about DMD. Help contribute to that event. Also, remember, he said you could text DMD to 90999 for a $5 donation if you want to help out if you can't make it out tonight. So, certainly a worthy cause. Glad you come on to talk about that. Next week, guys, you asked for it, you will get it, and I will show you how wrong the Centralites are and why I am the host, and you should continue to be the listener. It's a wide-open call-in show. Talk about whatever you want. Whatever you want. So Centralites, you asked for it, you shall receive, so step your game up. Uh-oh. Thanks to thanks to Dina for running the show tonight. Out in Southern California, Los Angeles to be exact. Don't forget to stay tuned for Broad Topics, talking about military kids moving around the world and whatnot. It's Jillian and Laura, Kelly, and Joan, 4 broads, 10 o'clock. Stay tuned through the music. Don't forget, next show, it's all you, Centralites. It's the call-in show you've been begging for. That's it for me. I'll see you back here next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, this is your program host and proud U.S. American, Greg Rempe. Good night now.
It's almost that time again. Are you ready to barbecue? Have you taken the cover off your grill yet? Did you start preparing your secret barbecue recipes? Well, do your recipes include char dust, limestone, sawdust? Believe it or not, if you use standard charcoal, you're using those harmful ingredients. Introducing the all-new and all-natural charcoal made by Koshel. Co-Shell charcoal is made from coconut shells, which cut out those unwanted ingredients. Co-Shell charcoal is the perfect blend of ingredients, giving you long-lasting briquettes for a great-tasting barbecue. So the next time you fire up the grill or barbecue, ask for Co-Shell charcoal and get the ultimate all-natural charcoal cooking experience. Visit us on the web at coshellcharcoal.com. That's coshellcharcoal.com. Barbecue has never been easier with the Barbecue Guru. The Barbecue Guru is a temperature control and monitor for all pits, charcoal, wood, electric, your pit. It easily attaches to any smoker or pit and gives you simple, trouble-free control of your temperatures so you can make championship quality barbecue every time and all the time. And it's location-free. Take it anywhere. This amazing breakthrough in barbecue technology is a microprocessor-controlled draft system that uses temperature monitors and a small fan to keep your temperatures constant. The stainless steel Guru Pit Minder gives you a choice of controls from 90 to 370 degrees. So cold smoking, pepper drying, making cheese or jerky, or fabulous briskets and ribs is nothing short of effortless. The Procom 4 lets you monitor your pit from up to 600 feet away. And there's more. Check out the full line of products and accessories for the future of barbecue with new items on the way. Visit thebarbecueguru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
I'm gonna bust it off like this for Compton. Yeah.